So which story am I telling first? It is on. Where and what was your sketchiest experience while traveling? During our year of travel, the most sketchy experience was out of Egypt. It was when we arrived into Egypt, actually.
We didn't normally fly in the middle of the night, or at least arrive in the middle of the night. We've done plenty of red eyes, but for this one, pretty much the only way that we could come in to Egypt was at like 2:30 or 3 in the morning.
Because we wanted more of an actual hotel, just because of the area that we were going into. We knew that there was some potential for possible issues.
We were staying at a hotel that had just these immaculate reviews from everyone, and their hospitality was supposed to be super great.
We had been told that people were going to be kind of aggressive and really want to help you and really want to get you from point A to point B.
There's something very relaxing about there's going to be a guy waiting for you at the airport, and you just don't have to deal with transportation, which is great. At any airport, you know, you're looking for my guy with a sign with their name on it.
I didn't really fully understand what that meant until we actually experienced it.
And we get out there and there's just this horde of
probably 25 men were approaching us saying, "We can help you, we can take you wherever you need to go. Where do you need to go?"
We're like, no, we've got a guy. No, we've got a guy. I mean, everyone's coming to us. I give you a ride, I give you a ride, no problem, I give you a ride. No, we have someone waiting for us. But there's like no one with a sign with their name on it. Everyone else has a sign, we don't have a sign.
I realized there was a problem when our driver didn't show up.
Then all of a sudden you're like, there's supposed to be someone here for me. And I have done nothing to prepare for this moment. my one guy is not here. And so that was like, just kind of put everything on edge. And so we end up calling on our little flip phone that we have for our time there. We don't have a smartphone, so I have to dig out the phone number for the place.
Finally we get a hold of him.
Say the guy is on the way. He forgot something, he's on the way. He'll be there anytime.
So we said, okay, so we wait. Finally the guy arrives. He walks up and says, "I'm so-and-so, come with me." Okay, so we take all of our stuff and we walk down out of the airport, down these stairs. It's dark, there's no lights, there's dust everywhere. I didn't know that Egypt was dusty. It's very, very dusty. And during this walk down, the manager calls our phone back and says, "Hey,
the driver needs to stop, but it's scheduled. And then he'll take you right to the hotel. He has to stop one place." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
So we get in the car. He has waters for us. He's very pleasant. We start learning about his family. He says, okay, I need to make a stop.
And so we are driving out of the airport area.
Getting ready to get on the highway. There are no lights anywhere.
And he slows down in the middle of this like 3 or 4 lane interstate area.
In the middle of the road.
You know, turns around and is like, "Please hold just one moment. I'll be right back."
I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I am freaking out.
And just jets out of the car. And Michelle and I are in the back seat.
In my mind, I'm like, this car is gonna blow up. We're super dead. We're in the middle of nowhere. It's pitch black. He just got out of the car and ran over the hill.
Like ran behind like a massive concrete divider, like one of those big sound walls or something, and you're just like, "Okay, we'll be here."
We're super dead.
It was kind of like out of a movie. You were just like,
I reached over and grabbed Jason's hand.
Pulled my hand real tight, and I was like, "Oh man, did we just make a really, really big mistake?" And we just kind of sat there for a second. I don't remember if we said anything to each other.
I'd made my peace with God. Okay, this is it.
And we were probably there for, I don't know, 30 seconds. It wasn't super long, but when the guy disappears behind the thing and you're just sitting in the middle of the interstate, in a new country, it felt like forever. And you're like, oh my gosh. And finally, here he comes back running. I mean, he was jogging at least, and he was hustling.
Oh, he says, oh, okay, thanks. I had to borrow an ID.
We go to the hotel now, and we're like, okay. I think we were just like shell-shocked. Like, great, take us to the hotel, please.
So he had forgotten his ID, and he borrowed someone else's, because I'm sure that's legal.
We ended up chatting him up, and he was really nice, and we got in, and then, I mean, so we're just exhausted, and then I just remember at the end of that, then we arrived down in the area by our hotel.
And you would think nobody's up, but we were there during Ramadan.
And there was people everywhere. It's 3 in the morning.
We drove through all of these busy areas.
And they're all up and eating and doing all the things at night. So that was our first education about Ramadan.
And then we drove into this pitch black alleyway, and he says, look to the right. Look at the shadows. And so I look over and we're looking, and you can see the pyramids, the shadows of the pyramids coming out of the night. It was incredible. And our hotel was right up on the left. It was incredible.
And all the reviews were true. They were the most hospitable place probably I've ever stayed. I mean, they were so friendly and so caring and making sure that all of our needs were met. But our first impression was slightly terrifying.
The end.